and Brian Ross.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Feel good. He's like, you got the call, you're real sick here. He goes, I gotta go. He's coming home.
Norwich Unicorn Baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. The Norwich Unicorns back home, and they have returned to first place in the Future League standings. I'm Adam Plager, excited to bring you coverage of Unicorn Future League Baseball as they prepare for their third and final camp day ball game of the summer, and it's been good fortunes for Norwich. 2-0 so far on camp day, including a victory, yes, against these New Britain Bees. It was a walk-off style for Norwich. 4-3 on a walk-off walk. You don't see those very often, but how about the way this Norwich team has been playing as of late? It's that feeling when you go to the ballpark, you don't think you're going to win. You expect to win ball games, and Norwich has been doing that, and they are the first to 25 victories here this summer. 25-15 through their first 40 in an epic come-from-behind effort last night in the finale of the doubleheader. Trailing 5-3 heading into the seventh and final inning of a doubleheader. Those are only 7-inning ball games, and with 2 outs, Norwich got rolling, and they find a way to strike for 3 runs unanswered. And Jimmy Mulvaney continues to do Jimmy Mulvaney things, and he should be headed to the All-Star game with his performances, not just last night, but all summer long. We'll find out potentially later today, but into tomorrow, so nothing official yet. But the way he's come into big spots, tight situations, allows the base runner, yes, but the way he closes it out. 6 consecutive foul balls off the bat of David Hussey, a newcomer for the Westfield Starfires, and finds a way to take care of him to secure the victory for Norwich. And with that, it's time to get you the 3 things you need to know, Norwich Unicorn fans, as Norwich will prepare for game number 6 this summer against the New Britain Bees. For more on that, here are the 3 things you need to know ahead of first pitch. Rise and shine! That's right, it's camp day here on this Wednesday, final camp day of the summer. I'm Adam Plager, and let's get you the 3 things you need to know this afternoon ahead of first pitch. Thing number 1, the Corns are getting hot. That's right, Norwich winners of 5 straight ball games, and they're back atop the Future League standings, the first to 25. 25-15 through their first 40 contests, thanks to a doubleheader sweep last night on the road against the Westfield Starfires. Thing number 2, Norwich has enjoyed playing camp day games here this summer. They had a walk-off victory against these New Britain Bees 4-3. Earlier this summer, they also defeated the Vermont Lake Monsters, certainly 2-0 on camp day and 5-1 on day games here at home this summer. And thing number 3, Norwich is going to hand the baseball over to Timothy Lewis. Lewis will make his 8th start of the summer, an 0-1 record with a 3.33 ERA. All right, Unicorn fans, that's the 3 things you need to know ahead of first pitch. Breakfast and brunch with the Unicorns. First pitch at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Welcome back to the Rose City. Norwich winners of 5 straight ball games, back atop the Future League standings. Things have been going well for them as a team, but also for some of the newcomers. And we talk about Sebastian Mueller and Caden Dosa. Both have been impact guys, continuing to do that for this Norwich Unicorn team in that doubleheader yesterday. And here's a look at the numbers. On the left hand of the graphic, you see Sebastian Mueller, 383 average. Unfortunately, went hitless in that series finale last night against the Westfield Starfires. But prior to that, had hits in 4 straight ball games, a couple of doubles along the way. Now 4 RBIs on the summer, a slugging percentage at .429. Getting on base about 40% of the time. And then on the right side, Caden Dosa has inserted himself and has become a fixture at the top of the order for good reason. He continues to hit, but not just get hits. He's getting on ways in different fashions, drawing walks, a lot of different kinds of things, and his batting average has soared to the 429 marker with 4 RBIs, 7 runs scored, and OPS nearing 1,000. The slugging percentage of the same as Sebastian Mueller, and an on-base percentage of .520. We'll take a moment and step aside for the playing of our national anthem as we honor America.
Our national anthem. Performing the anthem today, she has the lead role of Matilda at the Chestnut Street Playhouse. Please welcome Riley Pennington.
Twilight stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Riley. And now, let's play ball.
The Battle of Connecticut to reignite here this morning as the Norwich Unicorns will get set for a meeting with the second-seeded New Britain Bees. Norwich winners of 5 straight, 7-3 in their last 10. New Britain coming off a loss last night, 6-4 in their last 10. Right behind the Norwich Unicorns, a record of 24-16. And Norwich 25-15. Here's a look at the batting order. That's designed by manager Matt Gedman of the New Britain Bees. Leading off is the designated hitter, Dante Lewis. Batting second in center field, Landon Vidorek. Batting third at first base, A.J. Avasco. The cleanup hitter is Justin Hackett. He's at third base. Daniel Perez batting fifth. He's at short. Ryan Scalaba batting sixth, the second baseman. Aiden Cohal bats seventh. He's in right field. The catcher, Christian Fagnant, bats eighth. And in left field, Jared Wilhelm will round out the batting order for Matt Gedman's lineup. And here's a look at the Unicorn starting pitcher as they hand the baseball over to left-hander Timothy Lewis, product out of the University of New Haven. We'll get you those numbers for you in a minute as we try and repopulate the graphic on the back. Yeah, and he'll make his 8th start of the summer for Norwich, the first delivery of the ball game as we are underway. 11:06 local time. First pitch is a strike from the lefty. The 0-1 on the way. Just misses upstairs, and that's going to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Dante Lewis, who's a two-way for the New Britain Bees. Lewis's delivery outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 0-1 record for Timothy Lewis, a 3.33 ERA and a whip at 1.19 for the Southpaw. Ready to go. The 2-1 delivery upstairs for ball 3. And there's a look at that graphic for Timothy Lewis in 27 innings of work, trying to help Norwich keep to their winning ways here this morning. Brunch with the Unicorns at the ballpark, working in a 3-1 count to Lewis. There's ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk to begin the ball game, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Bees. Here's a look at Norwich defensively. Over at third base for the Unicorns is Nick Tomasetto, the shortstop Anthony Tirado, Alex Irizarry at second base. Peter Link will handle first for Norwich. In the outfield alignment from left to right. In left field is Antonio Ducatelli, the center fielder AJ Soldra, and Nick Storino in right field for the second time this summer. The base runner aboard is Lewis. He's going. The throw down from Baglino to second is not going to be in time. It's a swipe bag for the leadoff man, Dante Lewis. He finds himself in a scoring position immediately. Norwich currently 1-1 this summer at home against the New Britain Bees. Last time these teams were supposed to meet, back on July 6th, that was postponed due to weather and poor field conditions. Chance to reignite the Connecticut rivalry as a pitch is slashed foul on the third base side by newcomer Landon Vidorek. He's in center field this morning for the New Britain Bees. AJ Vasco awaits on deck for New Britain with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. The lefty Lewis set at the belt, and the 1-2 coming home is down and away, and the count is even. The pitcher-catcher battery for Norwich, Timothy Lewis, tossing to Eden Baglino. See how Norwich does on a short turnaround as that runs in and hits the lefty batter, Landon Vidorek. So runners at first and second, nobody out, and a 2-2 count. Hit him with an inside pitch. So immediate danger on the base pass for New Britain. Chance for the first baseman, AJ Vasco. No Freddie Forgione in the lineup for Matt Gedman's team. We've seen him a number of times this summer when Norwich and New Britain has gotten together. A big power bat is not in the lineup to start, but maybe a possibility you could see him off the bench. But AJ Vasco's had quite a strong start to his season with the New Britain Bees. See how Lewis will try and handle him here. Vasco out of Kansas State. He'll be an incoming freshman there. A .344 batting average for Vasco, native of Lincoln, Nebraska. Stands in the box, 6'6", 220 from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup in a 0-2 count. Lewis coming home, a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him to chase a little outside. A big punch out there for out number 1. Look at the umpiring crew here this morning. The home plate umpire, Steve Sanderson. Over at first base, Bob Stepnick. And the third base field umpire is Brian Roth. There's a high fly ball carrying out to left field, center field area. And there to make the catch on it, AJ Soldra. Advancing to third is Dante Lewis. Ahead of the throw from Soldra. Runners at the corners for the Bees, but 2 big outs on a fly ball out to the left center field gap. AJ Soldra able to take care of Justin Hackett. Baseball summer camp day. That's why you see all the kid pop music. Little Gangnam Style sounding over the loud system here at Dodd Stadium. The runner aboard at first is Landon Viderek, and over at third, Dante Lewis. Another lefty bat to stand in. It's the shortstop, Daniel Perez. It's going to be a steady dose of lefties for the southpaw. Tim Lewis to try and handle here. And the base runner is going. The pitch down in the dirt. Baglino able to block it, but taking second base is Viderek. A pair of runners in scoring position for the Bees. Second and third, but 2 outs. In an even count, 1 ball and 1 strike to the rising junior out of Memphis. Greenwich, Connecticut native. 5'10", 180 from the left side of the box. And Lewis just 1 strike away from sending Norwich to the plate in a scoreless ball game. Left-hander Lewis set at the belt, coming home, a swing and a miss. There's the second strikeout of the ball game. Half inning in the books, a couple of punch-outs for Tim Lewis. Norwich coming to the plate next. You're watching Scenic Horn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Summer is here and the temps are soaring, but it seems like insurance prices are too. Let the Burns Agency bring the relief. Our quality coverage at unmatched pricing with top-notch service makes us the trusted choice for Eastern Connecticut. Home, auto, business, life, the Burns Agency does it all. We're a third-generation, locally owned and operated agency with 2 convenient locations. Walk in, give us a call, or chat online today. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Far end of the third base concourse, we have the Kids Zone. So check it out today, the Kids Zone down by the picnic area.
Welcome back to Norwich. Here's a look at the lineup card engineered by Scenic Horn manager Kevin Murphy. Leading off is the shortstop, Anthony Tirado. AJ Solder, the reigning Scenic Horn player of the week. He bats second in center field. Sebastian Mueller is the designated hitter. He'll bat third. Batting cleanup, Antonio Ducatelli in left field. Nick Tomasetto batting fifth at third base. Alex Irizarry bats sixth. He's at second base. Peter Link bats seventh at first. Aiden Baglino, the catcher, batting eighth. And Nick Storino in right field. He bats ninth. That's a look at the Norwich Scenic Horn batting order as they go up against right-hander TJ Wynn. Wynn out of Central Connecticut State, Manchester, Connecticut native, rising sophomore out of Central Connecticut. 6 feet, 180. He'll go up against Anthony Tirado. That's his first test. The UMass product, who did not see playing time as a rookie, was a red shirt. But his bats come soaring back to life as his late. Aggressive on the first pitch, popped up. Third base side, it's out into the seats, and Campers going to find themselves the baseball. Tirado this summer batting .270 for Norwich. Running a mini 2-game hitting streak has started to find a stroke again at the plate. A much-needed bat for Norwich. The 0-1 from Wynn is up and away, and that's going to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Another pitch lifted foul, third base side. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Win so far this summer, a 2-2 record. 6.42 ERA. There is strike 3. Tirado down looking on the outside pitch. 1 away for Norwich here in the home first. A chance here for the reigning Scenic Horn player of the week. It's going to be AJ Soldra. who was by far and away the best player for Norwich last week. 6 for 17, 5 runs batted in, and ended his week almost hitting for the cycle against the Westfield Starfires. His hitting streak continuing. That's now up to 4 games. Continued that with a double yesterday. Up to now 6 doubles this summer as the NJIT transfer over to Seton Hall. Certainly can make a ton of noise for this Norwich offense as they try to go to work against TJ Wynn. A whip for Wynn at 1.43 and opponents hitting 317. That's strike 2 on the outside corner. See what Norwich can do early in this ball game. Norwich has enjoyed playing in the first inning as of late, outscoring opponents 14-2 over their last 4 games. A swing and a miss, though, for strike 3. So back-to-back punch-outs to keep Norwich quiet so far here in the first. It'll bring up the DH, Sebastian Mueller. Wynn had just 9 punch-outs entering play in his first 14 innings of work, and immediately a pair of strikeouts to start things out. He'll go up against the Quinnipiac product, Sebastian Mueller, working behind 1-0. The strike on the outside corner, and the count is level. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mueller, who had his 4-game hitting streak snapped in that finale of the doubleheader, but that's a good start. He's back aboard. Base knockout to left field in the first inning, still alive for the cleanup man, Antonio Ducatelli. Wynn left a hanging off-speed pitch over the heart of the plate, and Mueller with 2 strikes, able to protect and send it out to left field. The inning still alive for the Central Connecticut State product, Antonio Ducatelli. It was a key piece last night for Norwich in the comeback effort. Kept the ball game alive with a single out to left field in the 7th inning with 2 outs. Helping Norwich come all the way back to win the ball game. 1-0 to Ducatelli off the end of the bat. That's going to wander out into the seats, and the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ducatelli. Ducatelli, a .288 hitter for Norwich in 20 ball games. The 1-1 on the way. There's a fly ball lifted out to right field, backing up. There is Kohal who will make the grab on it to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning for Norwich, but that would be all. Headed to the 2nd in the Rose. You're watching Norwich Scenic Horn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Chattanooga State University, number 3, Ryan Shalaba.
So here comes another Central Connecticut State product. Get used to them. There's going to be plenty out there this ball game. The second baseman, Ryan Scalaba, to lead it off as the first offering from Lewis. This is downstairs for ball 1. 1-0 on the way from Lewis. A check swing. That's going to go foul on the first base side. Starting to go there was Scalaba, but that one hit the top of his bat. That's going to help even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lewis, a big off-speed pitch. Out in front of it was Scalaba, and the count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on the way, up and away, and the count is all even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last time out, Lewis pitched July 11th against the Worcester Bravehearts. Went 3 2/3, allowing 3 earned runs on 6 hits. The even count delivery is taken outside. Oh, I'm not sure where that one missed. Looked close to the edge of the outside part of the plate. Count is full, though. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Central Connecticut State product, Ryan Scalaba. The full count delivery is swung on and missed for strike 3. Third punch out of the ball game for Lewis. A look back at the swing and a miss there. Induced there by Lewis. Already 3 strikeouts here this morning. That one a breaking ball. Top of the zone on the outside corner. Doubled up on it. Got the chase there for strike 3. Right fielder Aiden Cohall swinging through strike 1. Cohall out of St. John's University from the Bronx, New York. Stands in at the left side of the box, 6'1", 200. Lefty on lefty delivery is slapped foul on the first base side, and Lewis is well ahead, 0-2. Lewis trying to ready himself for another season at the University of New Haven. The second hit batsman of the ball game. Hit him on the front shoulder area. So Cohall will reach with 1 out for the catcher, Christian Fagnant. Catcher Fagnant out of William and Mary. There's the bouncing ball to third. Tomassetto to second for 1. And that's the only play Norwich will have. It's a fielder's choice ground out. Tomassetto over to the second baseman, Alex Rosario, is covering the bag. 2 away, a base runner aboard at first for the left fielder, Jared Wilhelm. Wilhelm in left field for New Britain here today. Wilhelm out of St. Joseph's, out of Maine, rising senior there, Tolan, Connecticut native. Him and Alex Irizarry, both from the same hometown of Tolan, Connecticut. The 1-0 delivery is a hard hit ball over the reach of the third baseman, Tomassetto. It was a rocket off the bat, and base runners at first and second. See if we can take a look at that swing from the righty bat of Jared Wilhelm, who scorched it out to left field. Tomassetto trying to get his glove up in time, but it was scolded out to left field. First hit of the ball game for New Britain, and they have a pair on with 2 outs to the top of the order. It is Dante Lewis. Lewis drew a walk his first time up. There's the bouncing ball on the ground to second. Irizarry scooping is tossed to Lincoln in time. And the inning is over, so Norwich able to work around a couple of base runners as they strand a pair headed to the home second here in the Rose City. We're watching Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Highway safety. Once again, at Go See Unicorns and SCT Highway Safety. Good luck. Thank you, Connecticut Department of Transportation. Your C Unicorns, the third baseman from Rutgers University, number 27, Nick Tomasetto.
Nick Tomasetto to lead things off for Norwich in the home second. They go back to work against TJ Wynn, who worked a scoreless first inning, struck out a pair as well. Working ahead of the third baseman Tomasetto, no balls and one strike. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Off the end of the bat, popped him up to right field underneath it, and there to make the grab on it is Aiden Kohal, the right fielder. One up and one down for TJ Wynn here in the second.
University, number 4, Alex Irizarry.
So here comes the Quinnipiac transfer, Alex Irizarry. Fouls it off to the first base side out by the tarp bag. Irizarry was a pivotal piece for Norwich last ball game in their victory over the Westfield Starfires, and the count's going to level 1 ball and 1 strike. Irizarry now on the summer, batting .233 as bats come soaring back to life as of late after a 2-week slump. Now has hits for himself in 4 straight ball games. Had a multi-hit effort in that comeback effort last night in the 6-5 win. Single down the line in right field and gave Norwich the tying and the go-ahead run in the 7th against reliever Camden Thomas. The 2-2 pitch is popped up in the infield. Charging after it is the first baseman, A.J. Avesko, who will make the grab on it on the infield grass. And 2 up and 2 down here for Wynn in the second. Both are pop-ups. Peter Link to bat for Norwich, just batting .167 to begin his summer. Last played against the Road Warriors back on July 12th. Link starting to slowly find his swing. Has hits now in 3 straight ball games. Did not play in the doubleheader yesterday at Bullens Field. The 2-0 pitch is chopped on the ground to short. There to make the play on it. The throw to first is not scooped up in time. It was a low throw by Perez across the diamond. Link is going to reach. We'll see how they're going to score it. They're going to indeed give a infield base hit to Peter Link, who has extended his hitting streak officially to 4 games.
The catcher from Fairfield University. University, number 6, Aiden Baglino.
Aiden Baglino a chance here. Peter Link going. The throw down to second is a good one. It is in time. A look back there at the toss from the catcher. Fagnan over to second base as Link was going. Here's a look at that stolen base attempt, but caught stealing is Link to end the inning. Headed to the third in Norwich. No score between the Bees and the Unicorns here on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports. Divino Digital is your one-stop shop for website design, development, and site management. Divino Digital uses the most up-to-date technology to develop their sites. Whether you are looking to build a small website or an e-commerce site with hundreds of products, Divino Digital has you covered. Check them out, located at 31 Hewitt Road in North Stonington, Connecticut, or give them a call at 860-373-7175. That's right, 860-373-7175.
Out there now. Billy Idol. Okay, very good. You've won. Let's go for the hat trick. Who now is singing this song? Elton John. He got all three correct. Congratulations, guy. You're going to win it. Nice set of headphones, courtesy of Sennheiser. Thanks for playing. Enjoy the rest of our baseball game. And as always, we thank Sennheiser for being a great sponsor here at Dodd Stadium. Leading off the top half of inning number 3 for New Britain, the center fielder, Landon Vidoric.
Tim Lewis ready to go to work to begin his third inning here. We'll meet with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, begun by left-handed hitting center fielder Landon Vidoric. Was nailed by a pitch, his first plate appearance. That's how he reached base safely. Landon Vidoric out of Cincinnati, native of Hamilton, Ohio, studying business analytics at Cincinnati. Delivery home from the southpaw is downstairs below the kneecaps, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 6'2", 188 the measurables on Cincinnati product. As he flips one out to the left center field gap, this is going to roll all the way out to the wall. Around first, digging for second. It's going to be a leadoff stand-up double for Landon Vidoric, who sends it out to the gap, and he's going to extend that all the way to third base on that throw into the infield diamond. So advancing to third on the throw-in is Vidoric. And the first run of the ball game for New Britain just stands 90 feet away. See if we can take a look back at that sequence there, as Vidoric shot that one out to the gap in left center field. Here's a look at it. A sweet approach there with 2 strikes. Trying to grab it out there was the left fielder Ducatelli, and stopping initially at second base was Vidoric, and continued his journey to third. A chance here for A.J. Avasco. Count 0-1 to Avasco. Began his ball game punching out. The 0-1 delivery home is just up and in, and the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vasco was named a first-team All-American by ABCA Rawlings Baseball. Sends one foul down the line and left out into the seats. Vasco, a native of Lincoln, Nebraska. The high school level was unbelievable to close out his career. Helped Lincoln East to a Class A state runner-up finish this past season and led the state in RBIs with 54. A chance to get New Britain on the board with another RBI for himself here this summer in the Futures League, before he departs to play collegiate baseball at Kansas State. Count leverage for Lewis, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery home is fouled away. Sawed him off inside there. Trying to bring his hands in there was a Vasco to try and get a hold of it. Vasco so far this summer, 24 RBIs for the Bees. The 1-2 delivery is chased upstairs for strike 3. Lewis with the big punch out of a Vasco. He struck out for the second time this morning. Cleanup hitter Justin Hackett to bat with 1 away and a runner aboard at third. That is Viderek. Delivery home is upstairs. Aglino out of the crouch to get a hold of it. Ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting third baseman Justin Hackett. Hackett will be a rising junior at Bryant University, 6'2", 205 out of Wallingford, Connecticut. Entering play, a 235 hitter for Matt Gidman's team. The 2-0 delivery is just upstairs for ball 3. That one just narrowly missing. The 3-0 delivery coming home is in there for strike 1. Just clipped the top of the zone. As a sophomore at Bryant, Hackett took over as their everyday third baseman after opening the season as a shortstop. Appearing in 33 games, all starts. That one's going to miss, though. 5-pitch walk to the cleanup hitter Hackett. Runners at the corners for New Britain with 1 away.
Shortstop.
Daniel Perez a chance with runners at the corners. The delivery home is swung on, popped up into foul ground. Link is going to look after it as it's going to fall on top of the Unicorn dugout into the seats for strike 1. Daniel Perez, the shortstop, was punched out his first time up out of Manhattan College. Redshirt sophomore this past season. 5'11", 170 from the left side. 0-1 delivery home. That one's well struck out to right field. Storino still moving back at the wall. Is going to see it cling off the wall. 1 run will come home and score. Here comes a second. The throw home is offline all the way out to the backstop. It's a ringing double out to the wall in right field, and New Britain strikes first. As that one plates Viderek and Justin Hackett. Storino not normally in the outfield. We take a look back at that double out to the wall in right field. Storino got turned around there, got twisted up as he tried to make his route out to the well-struck fly ball out to right field. Manager Kevin Murphy's going to come out to have a meeting, and this is a pitching staff for Norwich that is heavily taxed. Fresh off a double header last night, a turnaround of maybe just 12 hours. Maybe 6 hours of sleep for the fellas here this morning, but going to be a gut check kind of ball game here today for Norwich as the Bees get off and running first. Still one out in the inning for the second baseman, Ryan Scalaba, who struck out his first time up back in the second inning. Pair of runs for the Bees here in the third has given the visitors an early 2-0 advantage. 2 runs on 3 hits. Lewis at the belt coming home, and that one's going to run in and hit the righty batter of Scalaba. It's the third hit batsman of the ball game here for Lewis, who's had some command trouble and maybe some difficulty finding a grip on the baseball. But a pair of runners aboard, still one out. Eden Cohall will bat for New Britain. He was hit by a pitch his last plate appearance last inning. 2 on, 1 away, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Lewis able to work ahead of the number 7 hole hitter, Aiden Cohall. Oh, 1 pitch home is down in the dirt. Count all even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eden Cohall, 6'1", 200, out of Stonehill, as he sends one just foul down the line in left field. Cohall, a native of the Bronx in New York, 175 hitter entering play, just 7 for his first 40. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lewis trying to spot his second out in the inning. 1-2 pitch home. There's a fly ball out to left center field. Chasing after it. It's out to the gap. Cutting it down Ducatelli around third. And coming home to score is Daniel Perez. It's an RBI base knock for Cohall. And the Bees have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Second and third for New Britain. Not much action just quite yet in the Unicorn bullpen. Talked about how taxed Norwich is pitching staff-wise. Certainly going to be a trek here this morning against the Bees. Norwich in the final game of the doubleheader last night against Westfield used 5 pitchers overall, 4 relievers. Count is 1-0 to the catcher Fagnant as he swings through strike 1 in and out of the glove of Eden Baglino. The opener of the twin bill last night at Bullens Field, Norwich used 4 pitchers in that ball game. Gavin Hawks was the opener. Then it was lights out from the bullpen. You have to imagine a lot of red lights right now in the Unicorn bullpen. The 1-1 delivery is swung through for strike 2. A good spot there for Lewis. Trying to take care of the catcher Fagnan, who bounced into a fielder's choice ground out. Over to third base. That was just last inning. 7th batter of the inning for the Bees. The 1-2 delivery is bounced over to first. Link on his backhand, and nobody covering the first base bag. It's going to plate the 4th run of the inning. coming home and scoring is Skialaba. And reaching on the air, committed by Norwich defensively, is Fagnant, the catcher. That looks set up to be a second out, but Lewis had not yet made his way to the first base bag. Still a pair of runners aboard. A dangerous inning still brewing for the Bees. Can really go how you want there. There on the starter, Tim Lewis, or are you going to hand that to Peter Link, the first baseman? Again, that just goes back to some communication there by Norwich defensively. 1-0 delivery home is up and away, and that's a 2-0 count to the left fielder, Jared Wilhelm, who began the offense for New Britain today with his base hit out to left field in the second. Eighth batter up here for the Bees as ball 3 misses upstairs. Manager Kevin Murphy, arms crossed. The top step of the Unicorn dugout on the first base side as he watches on. Here's the 3-0 delivery home. Topped foul. Back to the Norwich dugout. We'll move the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Five-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded. So some command trouble here this outing for Lewis. It's been a rocky third inning, which has seen the first 4 runs come home to score. As the lineup card will flip over for the DH, Dante Lewis. Still no action in the Unicorn bullpen. Delivery home to Lewis is a called strike at the top of the zone. Lewis this morning a walk and is grounded out to second. Runners everywhere for the visitors. The base runner aboard at first is Wilhelm. The catcher Christian Fagnant stands at second, and Aiden Kohal, the base runner, at third. 4 hits this inning for the Bees, and also an error committed by the Norwich defense. That to go along with a couple of walks issued by Lewis has led to a big inning for New Britain. Still 4 runs and looking for more. The 1-1 delivery is waved at and missed for strike 2. Dante Lewis, the rising freshman at Kansas State, native of Pearland, Texas. Been a player to watch for New Britain this summer. 5-tool player that can really do it all. As that one gets away from Lewis to the backstop, coming home and scoring is Aiden Kohal from third on the wild pitch. It looked like Lewis just lost his grip on it. The count is all even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, but a wild pitch from Lewis has plated the 5th run of the inning. Two upstairs, and the count is full. Borderline pitch, but Lewis thought better of it. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Lewis punched out for the first time here today, and Tim Lewis has strikeout number 5. And a big second out.
The center fielder, Landon Bedore.
Landon Viduric to bat. He watches strike 1 hit the outside corner. So officially Batting around here in the third inning is New Britain. Viduric began this inning with a double out to the wall in left center field and eventually took third base. See if Norwich has another comeback in them here, trailing by 5 in the third. Lewis coming home on 0-2, reaching out, softly hit fly ball out to center field. Soldier started in and then tracked back to make the catch, but not before 5 runs crossed the plate for the Bees. A 5-0 lead for New Britain as we head to the home third in Norwich. You're watching Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Come and celebrate 30 seasons of baseball at beautiful Dodd Stadium. Enjoy Norwich Unicorn Baseball from the best seats in the house. 20 and 40-person luxury suite options available now. For more information, contact us at info@goseeunicorns.com. We look forward to seeing you at a baseball game this summer. And as always, go see Unicorns.
Welcome the Montville Parks and Rec. Welcome Child's Play. Great job, kids. Welcome the Chaplain Senior Center. Welcome the Fire Alarm Specialty Design. Welcome United Way. Welcome to USS Arizona. And the Sea Unicorns would like to wish a very happy birthday to Caitlin Mercier. Happy birthday, Caitlin. USC Unicorns. The catcher, Fairfield University, number 6, Aiden Baglino.
Aiden Baglino, who had his plate appearance cut short after Peter Link was cut down trying to steal second base back in the second inning, which feels like a long time ago now. Baglino will start it off as he's popped up, jammed on the fastball that rode in. That's going to sink out into the seats down the line in right field. Nick Storino, the batter on deck, also out of Fairfield. Here comes the 1-1 home. That one misses downstairs, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Norwich has had some success against the Bees, but have never trailed against New Britain by more than a run. This has been the best performance so far by New Britain. Last time these teams met back on June 20th, Norwich winners 9-1 at New Britain Stadium. Baglino bounces that one foul of the third base side, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the catcher Baglino. The pitch lifted out to right field, moving over. Kohal is there to make the grab on it. Baglino retired to begin matters for Norwich here in the home third. Bring up the right fielder, Nick Storino. The 1-1 delivery to Storino is upstairs for ball 2. Storino listed as a utility player for the Unicorns. We've played him see some shortstop, some second base. Second ball game for Storino in the outfield in right. Native of New Milford, Connecticut. Well struck baseball down the line and right. That's going to go foul over the Unicorn bullpen, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Storino, a .347 hitter this summer for Norwich. The full count delivery home. There's a fly ball out to center field, and there to make the catch on it is Vidorak, who had to go a long way. Started to trail out to right field, out into the gap in right center field, and Storino retired for the second out for Norwich here in the home third. Couple of flyouts here for a win in this third inning, and he begins the leadoff man, Tirado, with a first pitch strike. Toronto went down looking his first time up. There's a fly ball lifted the opposite way into left field. And there to make the catch on it is Jared Wilhelm to put the inning to a close. 3 flyouts for Norwich here in the third. Adds us to the fourth inning in the Rose City. 5-0 lead for New Britain. You're watching Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
The Norwich Unicorns are proud to celebrate 30 seasons of baseball at beautiful Dodd Stadium. The store has you covered all season long and is pleased to offer new merch weekly. From the Norwich Navigator days to today, we honor our past and celebrate our future. Gear up today at the point of sale team store, open for all home games and 24/7 access online at GoSeeUnicorns.com. We look forward to seeing you at the ballpark this summer, geared up in the Sea Unicorn spirit. And as always, go Sea Unicorns.
Details on a well-received and well-attended baseball clinics, July the 29th to the 31st. Thank you. Leading off the top of the fourth inning for New Britain, first baseman A.J. Ivesco.
A.J. Vasco to start it off for the Bees as the first pitch from Lewis spiked in the dirt downstairs for ball 1. Vasco so far has been a strikeout victim his first 2 trips to the plate. Lewis trying to right a ship in the fourth inning after surrendering a handful. The first 2 both missing downstairs, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Here's ball 3, that one missing outside into the righty batter's box. So the first 3 to A.J. Vasco, all missing. 3-0 delivery, that one also wide for ball 4. As manager Kevin Murphy watches on, and now some movement in the Unicorn bullpen. Lewis just trying to push forward here and try and help Norwich get as far as they can pitching-wise. There's strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. The manager trying to signal down to the bullpen to get a read on if his reliever is going to be ready. There's the fly ball lifted out to left field, still moving back. Ducatelli at the wall. It's off the wall. Extra bases on the way for Hackett. A Vasco around third. He's going to come home and will score. No throw coming in from the cutoff man, Torado, the shortstop. It's a ringing RBI double out to the wall in left field. Sent Ducatelli back to the wall. A look back at that RBI double and the swing there from Justin Hackett, who's the cleanup hitter. It was a well-struck baseball that was all the way out to the wall. Left field. So it's now a 6-0 lead for the visitors on just their 6th hit of the ball game. Strike one with the breaking ball. Lewis trying to locate his first out here in the 4th. Southpaw set at the belt. Delivery coming home. That one almost ran in and hit the batter, Daniel Perez. Ball 2 misses downstairs. Maglino there to block it. Perez so far has struck out and also has hit a double out to right field as he slaps it foul on the first base side, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez also joined on this New Britain roster by his brother Ryan Perez, who's an outfielder out of Coastal Carolina. The 2-2 delivery just misses inside for ball 3. Turning away from it was Perez. That was near hitting him, but also close enough to the plate where it was a borderline pitch. Count is full to the lefty bat of Perez, who waves and misses at, I think he got a piece of it. Thought that was a swing and a miss there. Just able to make contact was Perez to keep the battle alive. The runner in scoring position is the third baseman, Justin Hackett. Lewis coming home on 3-2, inside for ball 4. That one almost clipped Perez that time as well. And that's going to bring out the manager, Kevin Murphy. It's been a rocky road for Lewis in the 3rd and the 4th. This might be the end of the line for the Norwich starter. Lewis is going to depart with a pair of base runners aboard. New reliever coming into the game for the Unicorns. We'll meet him when we come back.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Sea Unicorns, the University of New Haven, number 9, Liam Carroll. Carroll now pitching for Norwich. for second baseman Ryan Cholaba.
New pitcher in the ball game for Norwich is Liam Carroll. Been a starter for the Unicorns so far this summer, but into a relief role here in the fourth inning with the pair of runners on and nobody out. Another run in this inning for the Bees has given them a 6-0 lead. Ball 2 misses upstairs from the University of New Haven product, Liam Carroll. Carroll will be a rising senior with the Chargers. That's a Pequot, New York native. Both runners going, and the throw is going to go to second. It's going to leak out into center field. Coming home and scoring on the throwing error. That is going to be Justin Hackett, who stole third on that sequence as Daniel Perez was going from first to second. That run is going to be charged against the starter, Lewis. It's a 4-pitch walk to the first batter that Carroll faces. Laba, who's aboard. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. Second walk issued this inning by Norwich pitching. It's the right fielder, Eden Cohal, to bat. 1 for 1 and has also been hit by a pitch. Right now, the task for Carroll is just to be a strike thrower. The ball game where it is and how early we are. The kind of offense that Norwich has, but got to steady the ship here in short order and make these innings short for the New Britain B offense, who has struck for 5 in the third and 2 more here in the fourth. 7 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors by Norwich defensively. Here comes the 0-2 delivery home. That one low and away for ball 1. Trying to beat him with a breaking ball. And the throw from Baglino gets away to the pitcher, Liam Carroll. Things just not going the way of the Unicorns here this morning. Good thing the second baseman, Alex Irizarry, was there to keep that in the infield. Left-hander set at the belt, coming home. Fly ball lifted out to straightaway left field. Moving in on it, Ducatelli, and there is out number 1.
For catcher, Christian Fagnan.
So Christian Fagnan to the plate. Back up for the 3rd time. He reached on an error his last time up. Carroll's been brilliant for Norwich so far this summer, to the tune of a 2.41 ERA in 7 appearances. Made a pair of starts for Norwich. 18 2/3 innings worked, has struck out 21 and just walked 6. Well ahead of the number 8 batter catcher, Christian Fagnan. No balls and 2 strikes. Both runners going. Baglino able to block it, and that's about all he's going to be able to do, as it was spiked in the dirt. So it's the catcher, Fagnan, who is still alive here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Christian out of Amherst College, and he's Granby, Connecticut native. He's go down looking there for out number 2. Big strikeout there from Liam Carroll. Going up the number 9 batter, it's the left fielder, Jared Wilhelm, to bat. Runners at second and third for the Bees. Here's the first delivery home at the knees for strike one. Wilhelm singled to left his first time up and drew a walk last time up back in the third inning. Third trip to the plate in just the fourth inning of play here as he pops one up behind the plate. Baglino chasing after it is going to make the grab on it to end the frame. Couple more runs come in to score for the Bees, and they're off to a 7-0 lead. Headed to the home fourth here in Norwich. Coming up on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Dodd Stadium following every Sunday home game. The outfield. Versus Worcester, 6:30 p.m. Saturday night entertainment brought to you by Yale New Haven Health and L&M Hospital. Live music by Cody Bondra this Saturday. Gates will open early. We have the Futures League All-Star Experience.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Leading off the bottom half of the fourth inning, your Sea Unicorns, the center fielder, A.J. Sondra.
2, 3, and 4 for Norwich against starter TJ Wynn. Off to a nice start and plenty of cushion as well. 7 runs from his offense through their first 4 innings offensively. Soldier trying to get Norwich going. Bouncing ball over to second. Collected there by Scialaba. His throw to first in time to take care of Soldra. For the first out for Norwich here in the fourth.
Designated hitter, Sebastian Mueller.
Mueller got himself back on track with the base hit out to left field his last time up. Been an instant spark to the offense since joining the club. There's a hard hit baseball back up the middle. It's a base hit. Sebastian Mueller aboard with a 1-out single up the middle. Aggressive ambushes Win on the first offering that he tosses. And it's a 2-hit ball game for Mueller. Chance for the Levittown, New York native Antonio Ducatelli. Known as the Duke of Norwich as of late. That has been white hot as of late. This last 10-day stretch for the Norwich outfielder has been some of his best baseball this summer. Trying to keep the momentum going for Norwich with a 1-out base runner. 1-0 delivery, checking the swing, but it's not going to matter. The strike on the outside corner, and the count is level. 1 ball in, 1 strike. One delivery from Wynn. Downstairs for ball 2. Ducatelli's been a corner outfielder for Norwich. Haven't seen him in center field this summer. Played some left and some right. Back out there in left field here this morning. The 2-1 delivery is in there at the knees for strike 2. We knew coming into play today this is going to be a tough test for Norwich against a team that at one point held the top spot in the Futures League up until yesterday's doubleheader sweep of the Unicorns. It was New Britain standing in first. A ground ball back to the rubber, over to second for one. The throw to first is not in time. So TJ Wynn able to take care of the lead runner. That was Sebastian Mueller. 1-4 on the ground out. But the return throw from Scialaba over to first, just not in time. Ducatelli able to beat it out. The 2 outs before Nick Tomasetto steps to the plate. Tomasetto flew out to right field his last time up. Tomasetto, one of the Unicorns with the batting average over the 300 line. Been a late inning hero for Norwich. Trying to get something going here in the middle innings, as they will say he went around for strike one. So easy, too, for a starting pitcher when you get the run support. You get the lead you have, you're just able to relax, have the confidence. That's exactly what Wynn has in front of him. The 0-2 delivery is upstairs for ball one. Don't have to grip the baseball as tight. You know that, sure, if you do make a mistake, you still got some runway in front of you. Just free and easy on the mound as TJ Wynn tries to get Tomasetto to chase. Able to hold up, count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery, this is popped up in the infield. This one's going to rest. Over to short, and there to make the catch on the infield dirt is Daniel Perez to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning for Norwich, thanks to Sebastian Mueller, but that would be all. Headed to the 5th inning next here on the Futures League Baseball Network, and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Summer is here and the temps are soaring, but it seems like insurance prices are too. Let the Burns Agency bring the relief. Our quality coverage at unmatched pricing with top-notch service makes us the trusted choice for Eastern Connecticut. Home, auto, business, life, the Burns Agency does it all. We're a third-generation locally owned and operated agency with 2 convenient locations. Walk in, give us a call, or chat online today. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Leading off the top half of inning number 5 for the Bees, designated hitter Dante Lewis.
Top of the order to start things out for the Bees as Lewis swings through strike one. Lewis was punched out his last trip to the plate back in the 3rd inning. 4th trip up. The 5th inning as breaking ball in there for strike 2. And this an inning really for Carroll to have a chance to go out there with a clean slate, fresh start. Nobody on and can just go out there and pitch. Here comes the 0-2 home from Carroll, downstairs for ball one. Always so difficult, too. A guy like Carroll had been in a starting role as of late. Sure, he kind of had the impression from manager Kevin Murphy that if he was going to be needed, to make sure that he would be ready here today, as he's able to Punch out Lewis for the second time tonight on a nasty breaking ball, a wipeout kind of pitch there. That was nasty kind of stuff there from Liam Carroll. Look back at that strike 3 pitch from the lefty. Down and away, right off the table it falls, and a big out, number 1 of the leadoff man. So it's a pinch hitter in the spot of Landon Vidorak. The outfielder John LaFleur. We'll see if he's going to be in center field when he comes out defensively. The 0-1 delivery is way outside, and then it's going to track its way all the way into the Norwich dugout. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Holy Cross product out of Longmeadow, Massachusetts. The 1-1 delivery is a strike on the outside corner. First strike 2. Carroll's just looking to give Norwich some distance and chew up some innings here. Give the bullpen a break here the rest of the ball game if possible. The 1-2 delivery downstairs, and the count is level. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a strong summer for Carroll. ERA under the 2.5 mark. It was 2.41 when he entered the ball game here today. The 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Liam Carroll to begin matters in the 5th. So look at that delivery from Carroll. Get ahead and counts. It's really difficult. You're an opposing hitter trying to go up against Liam Carroll. First baseman A.J. Avasco swinging through strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 home. Just misses outside, and a strong performance from Liam Carroll. Any type of success from him here on the mound, that can be a little jolt of energy into the clubhouse. Game in which a lot of things haven't gone the way in Norwich, but when you get a reliever who's able to just mow them down and do it in style, in control, can do a lot for an offense. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Norwich just looking for any sort of momentum here to try and get some wind under the sails here. Try and get something started offensively against TJ Wynn, who's thrown 4 shutout innings so far. He's allowed just 3 hits. 2 of them have come off the bat of Sebastian Mueller. Count is full to A.J. Avasco. Got a storybook high school career. A 3-2 delivery coming home. That's well struck out into left field on a hop. It'll be played by Ducatelli, and able to reach base with the pair of outs is A.J. Avasco. Board for the second time here this morning. A chance for the cleanup man, Justin Hackett. Hackett so far today is 1 for 2, has flew out and is also doubled out to left field. His double out to left field last inning brought home the 6th run of the ball game for New Britain. Behind in the count, 0-1. There is ball 1. That one got away from Baglino, who at times here in this ball game has not been on the same page as the starter. We've seen a couple get away from him. Not something very characteristic of Baglino. What he offers to this team defensively. The 1-1 delivery back to the screen. Trying to dodge out of the way of foul ball or some fans. Obviously the netting right there, but that's a scary look if you're sitting right back behind the plate in the first row. Carroll with a 1-2 count working. There is strike 3. Caught him looking. Carroll able to strike out the side. Here's a look at how he did it. An unbelievable inning on the mound from Liam Carroll. Strikes him out as we head to the home 5th here in Norwich. You're watching Norwich Scenic-Horn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
And we'll follow that up with fireworks brought to you by Liberty Bank. Tickets for the All-Star Game start at $10. Hope to see you out here Monday and Tuesday. Well, fans, I've been working so hard, so it's time for me to get that well-deserved break. It's time to meet our junior announcer. His name is Jake. No, he's not from State Farm. He's from Seekonk, Massachusetts. And Jake will be announcing the batters in this half inning.
Second baseman, Alex Irizarry.
Ready to start things out here in the home fifth. Alex Irizarry will lead it off for Norwich. 6, 7, and 8 for the Unicorns. Irizarry watches ball one miss. Up and away, and the count is even. Hot summer day here in the Rose City. 11 a.m. start. Ball two sails upstairs. Count leverage. Building for Irizarry, who began his collegiate career at Quinnipiac University with the Bobcats. At Maryland before transferring to Quinnipiac. 2-2 delivery from Wynn. That one sawed off foul over the luxury suite deck. Backing out of play. Righty on lefty matchup in the home fifth as all three trails outside. Zari started to get his back going as of late, riding a 4-game hitting streak entering play. Big bat that Norwich was looking to try and get right as he swings through strike three out in front of the breaking ball. Zari set down for out number one in the Norwich fifth. First baseman Peter Link to bat with one gone. Link is the only other hit aside from Sebastian Mueller's 2 hits. He reached on an infield base hit his last time to the plate. Home fifth for Norwich. Wynn has been on his game here this morning. There's a bouncing ball over to second, collected there by Skeel. Laba is tossed to first in time. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Wynn, who's worked 5 scoreless. 6th inning is coming up next here in Norwich. It's a 7-0 lead for the Bees. As we head there, you're watching it all on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Third base side of Dodd Stadium. It's time to watch and enjoy. This got to be my favorite, the Dixie Donut Toss. Let's toss it onto the field.
Thank you, Ed. All right, so I'm here with Gabby And all right, they're here with the Montville Summer Camp. All right, so you got 4 tries to get the donut on her head. Do you guys think they can do it? All right, let's see. Okay, no good. 3 more tries. No good. Okay, 1 more try. That's all right. You're still gonna win a free donut prize. Back to you, Ed.
Well, thank you, Gigi. Gabby, Anthony, great job. If you don't want that donut, I'll take it. Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Bees, their shortstop, Daniel Perez.
Liam Carroll back out to toe the rubber here as we start the 6th inning. And boy, was he dominant in his last half inning. Struck out the side. Worked around a base hit from A.J. Vasco. Norwich looking to just get some length here out of this relief appearance from Liam Carroll. That's the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop, Daniel Perez. A couple of changes for New Britain defensively. Jared Wilhelm, who began the ball game in left field, is now in center field as the bouncing ball back to the rubber is handled by Carroll, who tosses over to the first base bag to take care of the leadoff hitter, Daniel Perez. And John LaFleur, who came in as a pinch hitter for Landon Viderek. Back last inning, he is now in left field. Ryan Skilaba to bat with 1 gone in the New Britain 6th. First pitch breaking ball in there for strike 1. Lefty on righty, matchup with 1 out. As ball 1 misses downstairs. Skilaba so far today is struck out, been hit by a pitch, and has also drawn a walk. Just 0 for 1 the line on the second baseman. There's a bouncing ball over to short. Collected there by Toronto. Is throw across the diamond in time to take care of Skilaba for the 2nd out in the inning. 2 up and 2 down, so it's the right fielder, Aiden Cohall. Cohall in right field has been hit by a pitch at an RBI base hit and is also flew out to left field today. Carroll's first delivery is a called ball, borderline pitch. Look good from up here, but be just a hair inside for ball 1. Carroll's been hovering around the strike zone this outing. Here's ball 2, that one just missed. So 2 pitches that are both competitive pitches. Gone the way of the left-handed hitting outfielder, Aiden Cohall. Plenty of lefties in the order here this ball game for Matt Bedman's ball club. 3-0 delivery in there for strike 1. Two and the count is full, right down Broadway. See what gives on the full count delivery. That one is popped up. Going down to try and get it there was Cohall. Into the glove of Antonio Ducatelli in left field to end the inning.
The
1, 2, 3, sixth inning for Liam Carroll, but it's a 7-0 lead for the Bees. Headed to the home sixth next in Norwich. You're watching Scenic Horn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Just around the corner from Dodd.
Divino Digital is your one-stop shop for website design, development, and site management. Divino Digital uses the most up-to-date technology to develop their sites. Whether you are looking to build a small website or an e-commerce site with hundreds of products, Divino Digital has you covered. Check them out, located at 31 Hewitt Road in North Stonington, Connecticut, or give them a call at 860-373-7175. That's right, 860-373-7175.
Fans, last inning, I did not want to interrupt our junior announcer, but the Bees did make a change. Remaining in the ball game and playing left field. Number 47, John LaFleur. And the left fielder, Jared Wilhelm, number 4, now moved to center field. Leading off the bottom half of inning number 6 for your Sea Unicorns, right fielder, Nick Storino.
Nick Storino to lead it off for Norwich in the home sixth, going to work against TJ Wynn. Matt Gedman is the current assistant rink manager, assistant baseball, and assistant men's ice hockey coach at Trinity College with the Bantams. Our hockey team just finished runners-up in the Division III National Championship, falling to Hobart. They've repeated. Start of a dynasty for Hobart men's hockey, but quite a strong program in the NESCAC for Matt Gedman's Trinity Bantams. In his 10th season with Trinity when he returns in the fall. As Storino's popped up into shallow left field, moving on and making the play is the shortstop. In shallow center field, that was Daniel Perez. As racing in was the left fielder, John LaFleur, who's got some fresh legs, covered a lot of ground, but it was the shortstop, Perez, who was able to make the catch on it. And the leadoff man retired for Norwich here in the sixth. So back to the top of the order, it's Anthony Tirado. He struck out and flew out as the delivery home misses outside into the righty batter's box to Tirado. Tirado out of Cheshire, Connecticut. Spent his high school career at Cheshire Academy, where he was joined by teammate A.J. Soldra. Powerhouse program is Cheshire. There's a fly ball lifted out into the left center field gap. Moving on is the left fielder, LaFleur, and boy, does he cover. Lots of ground out there in left field. See if we'll have a chance to look at that one. LaFleur made it a lot easier than it really was. Only could had eyes to go out into the gap. Tirado set down for out number 2. A.J. Solder to bat. His batting streak still hanging in the balance of 4 straight ball games. Reigning Unicorn Player of the Week. Unicorn to be named Player of the Week twice. But with his performance last week, especially that finale to top it off against the Westfield Starfires on Sunday, really no doubt about it kind of choice. The way he separated himself from the pack. Finished a home run shy of the cycle. Drove in 3 runs as he bounces it over to second. Scalaba there to fire to first in time to take care of Soldra. 6 scoreless innings for TJ Wynn as we head to the 7th inning. We're watching Norwich Scenic Corn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Come and celebrate 30 seasons of baseball at beautiful Dodd Stadium. Enjoy Norwich Unicorn Baseball from the best seats in the house. 20 and 40 person luxury suite options available now. For more information, contact us at info@goseeunicorns.com. We look forward to seeing you at a baseball game this summer. And as always, go see Unicorns.
No charge to the community, so come on out to Dodd Stadium October the 5th for the Healthy Living Festival. October the 5th.
Plenty of must-see events. Time's running out. You don't want to miss it. Cody Bondra will be performing this Saturday during the Saturday Night Entertainment Series here at the ballpark. And that's just going to get us started because next week we'll talk about it a lot more throughout this broadcast. The Home Run Derby and the All-Star Experience coming to Dodd Stadium and plenty of headliners coming to Norwich. We'll talk about all of those during the next couple of half innings, but don't want to miss it. Cody Bondra coming to Norwich and Dodd Stadium this Saturday when the Norwich Unicorns will get set to face the Worcester Bravehearts. So gates opening at 4:30. First pitch 6:30 local time start. Liam Carroll working ahead of the catcher Christian Fagnant. Here's the fly ball popped up. That's trailing into foul ground, and it's going to be Liam Carroll who's going to make the catch in foul ground. Nice play there by Carroll to go and make the grab on it in foul territory for out number one in the New Britain 7th. There's some positives to take from this ball game. First of them all is the way that Liam Carroll has come on in relief. It's been a lifeline for this Norwich team in a game that was certainly looking dire. And obviously the scoreboard is, yes, you can look at it. It's a 7-0 lead for the Bees where they did all their damage in the third and fourth inning here today. But this was a ball game in which Norwich knew they needed to get something out of their pitching staff. There wasn't a whole lot to pick from. And if Liam Carroll can continue to mow him down here, this would be a big jump and a big boost for the Norwich pitching staff. Tomasetto across the diamond. His toss in time. That will take care of the left fielder, Jared Wilhelm, who's now in center field. Back to the top of the order, Dante Lewis. He struck out his last two trips to the plate. Back in the third and fifth inning. The delivery, first pitch aggressive over to short, and that one is fumbled over there by the Unicorn shortstop, Anthony Tirado. For Tirado, that's going to be air number 14 of the summer. Certainly has had his woes defensively. That looked to be ground out to potentially end the inning. Left fielder John LaFleur to bat with a 2-out base runner. Third error of the ball game committed by Norwich. Norwich last night against Westfield, they played a clean game defensively. Norwich overall this summer, only 4 games without making an error. Well, one delivery coming home is a strike dotted on the outside corner for strike 2. And the unfortunate double whammy is because of that error, it's going to force Carroll to have to make some extra pitches here. Here comes the 0-2 home, upstairs for ball one. The point that we continue to go back to, but it's a big factor for Norwich, which still has plenty of baseball to go this week. Back to work tomorrow night against the Road Warriors. There's a fly ball carrying foul out into the seats on the third base side. LaFleur struck out his first trip to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup with 2 outs. Here comes the 1-2 home. It's a well-struck baseball through into right field. Lewis around second is going to chug to third. The throw is going to be off target. And runners at the corners, but with 2 outs. Strong 2-strike approach there from LaFleur. He's got his first hit of the ball game. And it's the Beast putting some pressure on Norwich here with a couple of base runners on and 2 outs. That's the power hitting first baseman A.J. Avasco to bat. Vasco has struck out twice, has drawn a walk and singled. Carroll trying to navigate this inning without allowing anything. An error and a base hit have extended the New Britain 7th after Carroll retired the first 2 in order. 1-0 delivery. It's a breaking ball, top to second. Irizarry hop his throw to first in time. And the inning is over. Carroll able to work around a couple of base runners. 7-0 lead for the Bees. It's stretch time in Norwich. You're watching Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Everybody stand up. Stretch. And now sing along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
The Norwich Unicorns are proud to celebrate 30 seasons of baseball at beautiful Dodd Stadium. The point-of-sale merchandise store has you covered all season long and is pleased to offer new merch weekly. From the Norwich Navigator days to today, we honor our past and celebrate our future. Gear up today at the point-of-sale team store, open for all home games and 24/7 access online at GoSeeUnicorns.com. We look forward to seeing you at the ballpark this summer, geared up in the Sea Unicorn spirit. And as always, go Sea Unicorns.
Southern Connecticut's own Nick Bossy to headline All-Star Monday with the Home Run Derby. His post-Home Run Derby concert will begin around 8 o'clock local time. He's a Nashville recording artist and a big name out of Southern Connecticut. Excited to welcome him back into his home state, into the Rose City. Don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now for the Norwich Unicorn All-Star Experience, coming to Dodd Stadium right around the corner next Monday and Tuesday. New pitcher in the ball game is James Tobin out of Salve Regina University, native of North Haven, Connecticut. 6'6", 210 from the right side of the rubber. Swing and a miss there from Sebastian Mueller for strike 2. So far this summer for Tobin, a 3.7 ERA, a 2-0 record. over 17 innings worked his last appearance. Game against the Worcester Bravehearts July 10th. Worked an inning allowing 3 earned runs on 4 hits up into that point. Couple of tough outings trying to get his ship going in the right direction. There is a pitch lifted down the line and right. That's going to soar foul. Over the last 3 outings for Tobin, he's allowed 6 earned runs and has allowed 15 hits. All of that coming in 8 innings of work. On June 27th, went 5 innings, quality start. That was against the Nashua Silver Knights. Count is even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mueller. Here's ball 3. That one misses badly outside, and the count is full. Mueller's been the bulk of the offense so far for Norwich with a couple of base knocks. See what Norwich is going to do when this game gets to the 8th inning. See if they'll let Carroll continue to work as there is strike 3. A big bender hooks into the inside corner for strike 3. Take care of Sebastian Mueller, and boy, was that nasty stuff from James Tobin. Take care of the ever so dangerous Sebastian Mueller, who was looking to try to head to first base. Instead, it's a strikeout for out number 1. Antonio Ducatelli back up for the 3rd time. So far 0 for 2 has flew out and has hit into a fielder's choice ground out. But it's going to be a pinch hitter, Jack Sweeney, to bat. Here's the 1 delivery, 0 and away, and the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jack Sweeney. Sweeney out of Allentown High School will be headed to Rutgers University. Native of Cream Ridge, New Jersey, trying to battle with 2 strikes. There's a pitch off the end of the bat, back foul. Last time out for Sweeney was back on July 16th, just yesterday, scored a run. Had an RBI. There's a fly ball lifted out to center field. Chasing after it, laying out, but unable to make the catch on it is the center fielder, Wilhelm. And the throw to second is not in time. Underneath the tag is Jack Sweeney. And he has himself a 1-out double. A nice approach with 2 strikes from the product out of Allentown High School, Jack Sweeney. Right off the end of the bat, strong enough to muscle it out into center field. And Jared Wilhelm came racing in after it. Sold out, but was unable to make the catch on it. Sweeney into scoring position with 1 out for Nick Tomasetto. Second double of the summer for Sweeney. Both of his hits have been extra base hits. Norwich just trying to get on the board here in the home 7th. A 1 delivery is outside for ball 1 to Nick Tomasetto. Norwich has been a lead inning team as of late. Really all season. This is where they get the bulk of their scoring done. Remember a couple of weeks ago on a Tuesday night road game in Brockton, Norwich trailed the Rocks 8-1 before completing a comeback to win that ball game 9-8. You can never count this Norwich team out, especially in these late innings. See if Norwich has something up their sleeve here against New Britain. Count is even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Tomasetto. Even count delivery inside for ball 3. What gives on the full count delivery coming home from the right-hander Tobin. That one tops foul. And Tomasetto still alive as he battles in a full count. Norwich in their 11-5 victory yesterday over Westfield was out-hit by the Starfires. They did a lot of their work offensively thanks to the free passes issued by Westfield pitching. There's a bouncing ball over to second, collected there by Skialabas, tossed to first in time. Taking third on the fielder's choice is Jack Sweeney. He's to third with 2 outs.
Second baseman, Alex
Zari trying to bring home the first run of the ball game for Norwich. As ball 1 misses upstairs to the left-handed hitting infielder Alex Irizarry. Played a little bit of everything. Third, some short, and some second. Here's the 1-0 home. Fly ball lifted foul off the end of the bat. And the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zari's had some big swings for Norwich as of late. Just trying to get the host on the board in the 7th. Runner aboard at third is Sweeney. He reached on a 1-out double. Ready on lefty matchup with 2 strikes and 2 outs. The 1-2 upstairs all the way to the backstop over the glove of the catcher Christian Fagnant. And coming home and scoring is Sweeney. Norwich onto the board thanks to a wild pitch from James Tobin. There's a little boost, a little shot of adrenaline for Norwich. And the lead for New Britain is 6. Zari still batting, but the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Gedman to go and collect the wild pitch. There's ball 3. That one missing outside, and the count is full. There's Zari trying to extend the Norwich 7th. Here comes the full count delivery. That one blasted back and out of play, foul. Battle still brewing here between Irizarry and James Tobin. Tobin out of Division III school Salve Regina. Full count delivery coming home again. A check swing. They will say that he went around. That's how the inning will end. A strikeout of Alex Irizarry, but Norwich gets on the board first thanks to a wild pitch. And the double by Jack Sweeney. 6-run lead for the Bees as we're headed to the 8th. You're watching Norwich Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Leading off the top half of inning number 8 for the Bees. Third baseman.
For all construction projects, commercial and residential, it's P7 Construction. They're local. Find them on Facebook. Once again, for all construction project needs, head over to P7 Construction and you can check them out on Facebook for more information. Ready to go as we begin the 8th inning. Norwich has gotten onto the board with the run in the home 7th. The lead for New Britain stands at 6 as we begin the 8th inning. Cleanup man Justin Hackett to lead it off against Liam Carroll. Ball 1 gets away from the catcher Aiden Baglino. Carroll trying to get this game to the bottom of the 8th inning. Since coming into this game in the 4th, all 7 runs have been charged to Liam Carroll. 6 of those earned. The 1-2 coming home is... That one gets away from the catcher Baglino, and it hit the home plate umpire square in the foot. That was Steve Sanderson. Looks like Baglino has been on a different page from his pitchers here this ball game. Number of pitches that have gotten away from him of both the wild pitch and the pass ball variety. Maybe that glare from the sunlight is going to reach its peak any time now with this day game. Always difficult for a catcher. Here's the 2-2 coming home. Back to the screen. Battle still alive here between Justin Hackett and Liam Carroll. It's been some big innings that Carroll's been able to chew off for Norwich to get this game to this point. 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Another big punch out here this ball game. It's the 5th of the afternoon for Carroll, who continues to be a strike thrower. And his secondary pitches have been just untouchable so far. Shortstop Daniel Perez swinging through strike 1. Southpaw ready, the 0-1. There's a fly ball lifted out into shallow right field. That's going to fall in. It's a 1-out base hit for the shortstop Daniel Perez. He's aboard for the 3rd time today. 2nd hit of the ball game for the New Britain shortstop. The other middle infielder, Ryan Skialaba to bat. 1 on and 1 out. Pitch home, downstairs, blocked by Baglino. Been a busy man here this ball game. Norwich back home tomorrow and on Saturday. 3 home games this week for Norwich. For the All-Star experience, gets underway on Monday. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Hit him with the high fastball. Carroll trying to work through his 4th inning in relief as ball 2 misses upstairs. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Tomorrow will be Thirsty Thursday. Excuse me. Against the Road Warriors. 3rd meeting in the last couple of weeks. Norwich down the Road Warriors with the pair of wins last week here at home. Here comes the 2-2, a swing and a miss for strike 3. A nasty wipeout type of slider there from Liam Carroll. And it's a pair of strikeouts this inning for Liam Carroll. That one to take care of Skialaba. Oh, just a brilliant type of wipeout pitch there from Carroll, who has been on his game here this afternoon. Ball 1 misses, blown away to right fielder Aiden Cohall. Every Thirsty Thursday is presented by the famous Narragansett Company. Specials on beer from Narragansett. Here comes the 1-1. There is strike 2 on the inside corner. This has been a much-needed relief outing from Carroll after Timothy Lewis struggled in his outing to make it through 3 innings. Got through the third, but it was already a 5-0 game for the Bees and was unable to locate an out in the fourth. And ever since, it's been the Liam Carroll show in this ball game. It's been a big bright spot for Norwich as they trail by 6th in the 8th. Runner is going. There's a bouncing ball to short. Collected there by Tirado. He'll fire across the diamond to end the inning. That's 4 scoreless innings for Liam Carroll as we're headed to the bottom of the 8th. You're watching Norwich Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better. You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
Summer is here and the temps are soaring, but it seems like insurance prices are too. Let the Burns Agency bring the relief. Our quality coverage at unmatched pricing with top-notch service makes us the trusted choice for Eastern Connecticut. Home, auto, business, life, the Burns Agency does it all. We're a third-generation, locally owned and operated agency with 2 convenient locations. Walk in, give us a call, or chat online today. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Leading multi-final half, batting number 8 for your Sea Unicorns, the first baseman, Peter Ling.
Thank you to Capital Property Group in Jewett City for sponsoring this game on SNSN. Capital Property Group, find them on Facebook. Once again, a thank you to Capital Property Group for sponsoring this broadcast on YouTube on the SNSN side of things. Headed to the home 8th. As Peter Link will begin things against James Tobin, who's back out there for his second inning of work. Able to pop up Peter Link straight away center field, and there to make the catch on it is Jared Wilhelm. He's able to reel in out number 1.
The catcher, Aiden Baglino.
Look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Futures League. Westfield Starfires holding a 3-1 lead over the Road Warriors. That game is in the top of the 7th. Later tonight, plenty of more action. Vermont Lake Monsters on the road against the Worcester Bravehearts. That game will begin at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And the Nashua Silver Knights on the road against the Brockton Rocks at Campanelli Field. First pitch slated for 6:30 local time. What's going on around the Futures League? There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Baglino so far 0 for 2 is flew out and grounded out. Down 1 ball and 2 strikes as the inside pitch ties up Baglino back into the seats, and the battle still alive between the Norwich catcher and the New Britain reliever, James Tobin. A 1-2 delivery coming home. That one well struck through into left field. Down the line and left out of the reach of the sprawling third baseman, Justin Hackett. And Baglino aboard, and Norwich has a 1-out base runner. Baglino able to take the pitch and shoot it out down the line in left field. For Norwich, it's their 5th hit of the ball game. The number 9 batter, Nick Storino, to bat. He swings through strike 1. Storino once again sporting the bright pink bat. Trying to find some juice in it. Try and keep the rally going for Norwich in the 8th. Innings all summer have been fruitful innings for the Sea Unicorns. They have blown away opponents. Outscoring opponents in 8th innings. 43-19. Ball 1 misses outside. Torino in right field for the Sea Unicorns here this morning. Fairfield teammate Baglino aboard as he saws it off foul out to the Nash and Tuckett Pequot Barbecue Pavilion. Out on the concourse down in left field. Norwich has their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance and plenty of work to try and come close to coming back. As Torino flips one out to right field, it's falling in a hurry. It's a base hit. Baglino going from first to third will slide in safely. Back-to-back knocks from the Fairfield boys, and Norwich has runners at the corners. Here's a look at the Nick Storino base hit into right field. This is the inning where Norwich is able to make those magical comebacks. Off to a good start. 1 out and a pair on for the leadoff man, Anthony Tirado. Tirado has flew out to left field. His last 2 trips to the plate and was caught looking his first time up. Norwich trying to put the pressure on New Britain and their reliever, James Tobin. Storino going, and he had a big jump. Tirado shoots that one foul. Out to the seats on the third base side. Toronto is starting a mini 2-game hitting streak, trying to help Norwich come back in this ball game a little closer as ball 1 misses downstairs. Toronto, a UMass product, to try and compete for some playing time with the Minutemen. He returns for his sophomore campaign, was a red shirt as a rookie. The 1-1 delivery. There's a towering fly ball headed out to right field, but this is going to be playable. There to make the catch on it is Kohal, and Baglino will tag up and will score from third. It's an RBI sac fly for Anthony Tirado, and that's 3 straight games with RBIs, and it's a 5-run lead for New Britain. 2 outs here in the Norwich 8th. So here comes the hottest hitter of them all. But it's going to be a pinch hitter, though, in the spot of A.J. Soldra. It's Chris Carson to bat. So the ball game for Soldra has come to a close. That will end his hitting streak at 4 games. The runner in motion at first. Ground ball through into right field, and it's going to be a pickle here between second and third base. Hackett over to the second baseman, Scialaba, collected there by the shortstop, Perez, to put a tag on Storino. It was a base hit for Chris Carson into short right field. Able to cut it down was the second baseman, Scialaba. And at that point, they had Storino hung up between second and third. Norwich gets a little bit closer. They trail by 5. Headed to the 9th inning next in Norwich. You're watching Sea Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Sea Unicorns from Monmouth University, number 16, Trey Porter. Porter now pitching for Norwich. Your attention, please, once again, ladies and gentlemen. Now playing right field for your Sea Unicorns, the University of New Haven, number 10, Sean Callahan. Callahan now in right field.
Well, Norwich out of arms pitching-wise. We're going to get to see a position player try and pitch, and that is Trey Porter. Out of Monmouth University, Ambler, Pennsylvania native. Sean Callahan is now into the ball game for the Sea Unicorns. He's going to play right field. That's the end of the road for Nick Storino in right field. Trey Porter pitching to Aiden Baglino. After Norwich had come back with the run to cut the lead to 5, Porter's first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. Porter's not pitched at all this summer, listed on the roster as an outfielder. Trying to see what he can do in this 9th inning as he has strike 1 on a foul ball down the line in right field. 8-9-1 for the Bees offensively. There's ball 2 that misses outside. It's the catcher, Christian Fagnant, and then he'll be followed by Jared Wilhelm and Dante Lewis, who was leadoff hitter. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. I don't think Porter had any expectations to be a pitcher, but a swing and a miss for strike 2. Not many opportunities you get to come into a game, and Norwich in a dire situation. Pitching staff-wise, the full count delivery is lifted foul. Only imagine if Porter can get through this 9th inning scoreless, what kind of life you might get from this Norwich team in the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the full count delivery from Porter. Pauses at the top of the windup and misses downstairs. So it's a leadoff walk to begin the inning for the catcher, Christian Fagnant. And it'll bring up the center fielder, Jared Wilhelm. Porter working from the stretch. Ball 1 misses outside. There's a fly ball lifted out to left field. Still moving back at the wall. It is gone. That one off the top of the wall. It's a 2-run home run for the center fielder, Jared Wilhelm, who takes Trey Porter deep. And it's the New Britain Bees who restored their earlier 7-run lead. It's 9-2. For Jared Wilhelm, the St. Joseph's product. That's his 2nd home run of the summer. RBIs 14 and 15. Next to the top of the order, Dante Lewis. First delivery to Lewis is a softly hit foul ball down the line and left for strike 1. Porter's 0-1 delivery down in the dirt. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trey Porter out of Hatboro Horsham High School, where he played his high school career at before taking his talents to Monmouth University in New Jersey. Of Ambler, Pennsylvania, just trying to help Norwich get to the bottom of the 9th inning. The lead for New Britain once again 7. The off-speed pitch sails upstairs, and that's going to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's strike 3 down Broadway. Lewis sent packing. Trey Porter has his first strikeout. That comes against the dangerous Dante Lewis. Norwich has out number 1 in the 9th. Lewis now struck out for the 3rd time today. It'll bring up the left fielder, John LaFleur. LaFleur, since entering the ball game, is 1 for 2, struck out and single to right. Bounces it over to second, Irizarry to first, and Porter has 2 set down in consecutive order.
First baseman.
Here comes A.J. Vasco, who's had an all-star caliber first half. Scary batter that Porter's going to have to come and face, but as a position player, not really worried about those things. Not much scout or prep work done. He's just going out there and trying to have some fun with it. Try and lock down the final out here in this top of the 9th inning. On a bouncing ball up the middle, out of the reach of the sliding shortstop Torado through into center field. A.J. Vasco aboard, and it's the Bees who have themselves a 2-out base runner. Inning will continue for Justin Hackett, the 3rd baseman for the Bees. Ball 1, runs in and hits him. Runners at first and second for New Britain, and 2 outs. Porter, by no intentions, was trying to hit the batter, and it wasn't pitch with much velocity behind it either. Smile on the face for Justin Hackett as he takes first base. So some danger still in the air for New Britain as a wild pitch is going to get away and go to the backstop. Vasco to 3rd and Hackett to 2nd. Perez, the shortstop, count in his favor, 1 ball, no strikes. Up for the 6th time here this afternoon. Here's the 1-0 delivery upstairs for ball 2. Norwich coming into play had been so tantalizing in day games at home, a 5-1 record. This was a Norwich team that was certainly depleted of much energy. After completing a doubleheader sweep, riding a high wave, coming into this ball game, back into first, you knew it was going to take a lot, and it was going to be a big performance. It was going to come off the backs of the pitching staff, and unfortunately, Lewis scuffled in this outing, only lasting 3 innings. Got removed from the ball game in the 4th. Carroll able to stop the bleeding. But by that point, the damage had been done. It was a 7-0 ball game. Tim Carroll did everything you could have asked from him in relief, and the game where he was in the state of the pitching staff. Manager Kevin Murphy electing to go to a position player here in the 9th. Knows there's plenty of baseball still left to be had this week. He can save his pitching staff as there is ball 4. So the bases are loaded for New Britain. We'll give a chance to the 2nd baseman, Ryan Skilaba. We'll see if Kevin Murphy's going to make a change. It's going to be for another position player here. Trey Porter will depart with the bases loaded and is going to get a round of applause from his teammates. He was able to record a couple of outs. New pitcher coming into the ball game. We'll meet him when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Norwich Unicorn Baseball is coming back to you in just a couple of moments as the Unicorns make a pitching change with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the 9th.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Sea Unicorns. Anthony Toronto. Toronto now pitching for Norwich. Entering the game for USA Unicorns. And now playing shortstop from the University of Rhode Island, number 36, Scott Penny. Penny now at shortstop for Norwich.
Norwich makes the old classic double switch of sorts. Scott Penny's going to come into the ball game. He is at shortstop. Anthony Toronto is the new pitcher with the bases loaded. Delivery from Toronto is a strike on the outside corner. Going with the fastball to Skialaba. 9-2 lead for the Bees in the ninth inning with 2 outs. There's a bouncing ball in between the third baseman and shortstop. 1 run will come home and score, and so will another. And the lead for New Britain is now 11-2. 2-run RBI base hit in between the third baseman and the shortstop. Toronto induced some weak contact. The tough play for Tomasetto and Scott Penny, who just entered the game. Bring home a pair of runs. Number 9 batter of the inning, Aiden Kohal to bat. Pitch home, fly ball out to straightaway left field, and there, make the catch on it and end the inning. So Norwich is able to finally put a close to this ninth inning. 3 more runs come in to score for the Bees. They've taken a 10-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the ninth on this summer camp Wednesday at Dodd Stadium. We're watching Unicorn Baseball, streaming live on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Leading off the bottom of the ninth inning and batting for the designated hitter mower, Central Connecticut State University, number 22, Bryson Plant. Plant now batting for the C Unicorns.
So Norwich is going to have a pitcher bat here. It is Bryson Plant who's going to pinch hit here in this spot. Out of Central Connecticut State, sends one foul to the approval of his dugout. This is the kind of ball game it's been for Norwich here today. Ball game that is far and away out of reach. There's a swing and a miss, 4-3. So Bryson Plant punched out to begin matters in the bottom of the ninth. We'll bring up Jack Sweeney, who doubled earlier today. Chance for Again, summer baseball, it's all about having fun. And sure, this game has not gone the way of Norwich. Done it with a smile on their face and trying to make the best of the situation. There's a long fly ball out to center field, and there to make the catch on it is Jared Wilhelm. Just like that, Norwich is down to their final out here this afternoon. Tomasetto, the final hope for Norwich. Game that's been all new written here this morning. Fouls it back to the screen for strike one. See what Norwich is going to do with their pitching staff when things get going tomorrow night on Thursday. And it's a home at home with the Worcester Bravehearts. Fly ball out to right field. Kohal there to make the catch, and that's the ball game. The DeBritton Bees winners on this summer camp Wednesday as they win it here by a final score of 11-2. 11 runs on 12 hits and no errors. And for Norwich, 2 runs on 7 hits. They made 3 errors. Stick with us. Post-game wrap-up coming to you next right here on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNS and Sports as we get you ready for the rest of the week.
Fans, we're in action again tomorrow. We host Worcester. Correction, we host the Road Warriors tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. That's Thirsty Thursday, brought to you by Narragansett Beer. Kids, remember, we run the bases after every Sunday home game. Our next Sunday home game will be Sunday, July the 28th, 4 p.m. versus Vermont. On behalf of the Futures League and USC Unicorns front office staff, we thank you for attending our game today and ask that you please drive safely on your way home. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you and good afternoon.
Jesse. I'm gonna go center field.
Norwich Unicorns fall here this afternoon to the New Britain Bees by a final score of 11-2. And all the damage got done here this afternoon in a big third inning. 5 runs against starting pitcher Timothy Lewis, who stayed into the ball game to begin the 4th inning, allowed the first 2 batters to reach base safely. 2 more runs would come in to score. Lewis had finished his ball game allowing 7 earned runs in 3 innings of work, and that was the difference in this ball game. Norwich, a team that was taxed on arms pitching-wise,